Hi, I'm Pendree. I'm not sure where you're at with your education about Sunrider, and I'm hoping that you have watched one of the short videos at least on Sunrider manufacturing, quality, and their philosophy. Because we are a food company and we only work with food herbs that anyone can use, babies, anyone, right? So I'm going to quickly go through some of our product lines and some of our products. I'm not going to go into depth into any of them because we've got product fact sheets, videos by Dr. Rubenstein, one of the owners, and videos on my website, fortuneanddelight.com, for further product information. So I'm just going to quickly just go through some of these product lines to let you know how to use them, what to use, what may apply to you. So I'm going to start off with beverages. Sunrider has got some great beverages. Cali, Fortune Delight, Vitafruit. And like Cali gives you a nice little lift. It comes in a tea bag and you steep that in a cup or 4 to 6 cups. You can dilute it and it still is strong and tastes great. It's food, it's a little bit cleansing, but it's not something that forces you to cleanse. It's a food that helps your body cleanse better. So again, it's safe for anybody. And Fortune Delight comes in a powder in a little package. And you can just, dump that in some hot water, cold water, shake it up, take it to the gym. I love mine hot after a meal. It really helps digest your food. It's got some antioxidants in it and some electrolytes. So Fortune Delight is great. It's so popular. They're all so popular. And Vitafruit comes in a 10-pack of little vials. And it's a thick liquid. It's like a very concentrated fruit juice. And it's high in antioxidants. And we call it our happy juice. So if you want to have a glass of wine or something, have a Vitafruit. You'd just be amazed of how refreshing it is, how good it is. And it just gives you this nice lift and it just puts you in a really good mood. So that's kind of some of our beverages and some of our foods. So New Plus is this amazing food. It's like breakfast cereal kind of. It's like pablum, but it comes with peanut banana and mixed berry and apple cinnamon, different flavors, or you can get it just simply herbs, it's called, where there's no fruit. And then there's one that has no beans in it either that we use for infants. It's called Original New Plus. So New Plus is so good. I love it for breakfast. And then VitaShake comes in strawberry and chocolate. It's a little heavier. New Plus is 3 grams of protein. VitaShake is 4 grams of protein. Very nourishing. It has some prebiotics in it and some probiotics. And so there's a few more benefits to it. And again, it's a little bit heavier. It's amazing before and after a workout, but then I find New Plus is good for that too. Just a bit heavier, more filling. And then there's Sun Bars. In Canada, we've got fruit and chocolate. The US also has oatmeal or oatmeal raisin. And it's, again, a little bit heavier again, a little bit more protein. Very digestible. Again, there's no sugar, there's no wheat, there's no dairy in these. There's a little bit of wheat, wheat bran, or there's wheat something in this. Not actually wheat, there's no gluten in it per se. But anyways, I thought I would just mention that. Sun Bars, anyways, they're just such a great snack. I take them everywhere I go. I eat them on the way to the gym. I have one in my gym bag. So that's Sun Bars. A new product that we have is SunFit Protein Plus. And that is a mixture of New Plus with rice protein and pea protein. And when I was testing this product out, I always know that when Sunrider makes it, they have gone through the absolute lengths as far as research and making it the best possible. So digestibility. And when they were doing all their research, they were talking about all the sugars and all the things they found in all these protein powders. They were aghast. But they realized that people that work out or have had injuries or use their muscles a lot, tendons, they need sometimes a little extra protein. So there's 10 grams per scoop in this product. And after I tried it, I really liked it, right? And then I went and tried some more good organic rice and pea protein products, and it was just like, wow, the taste, and they didn't feel too bad, but I could hardly get through it. I had to mix it with VitaShake or New Plus to choke it down, and without having to mix a bunch of fruit and juice to it, and you're kind of defeating the purpose. So that is an amazing product. You feel so satisfied. It's very digestible. So those are some of our foods. And I'll just mention this product here, Smart Gummies. Smart Gummies, the Chins brought this out for children, because a lot of children, they don't like their vegetables. And so Smart Gummies, there's only from the concentrated fruit that's in them, there's no sugar added, but there's very little actually sugar, and it's vitamin E, vitamin D, vitamin B12. They're 80% fiber. So these are a great replacement to any kind of little gummy bears and things that people eat. They're very healthy, they're just really delicious. Kids love them, and again, it's a great source of fiber. So those are some of our foods. Now, some of our balancing products, in Sunrider, one of our original products, like we're almost, 1982, so we are a 36-year-old company, and Quinary is this amazing balancing food. So it's food for your 5 systems, and it's very safe. And when you think of, if you went to the grocery store and said, I'd like to buy some digestive food, you ask the clerk and he'd say, oh yeah, aisle 5 halfway down on the right-hand side. Like, that just never would happen. But Quinary is a food that nourishes and supports your 5 systems of your body. There's 43 different plants in there. They're all food plants. And Quinary means 5. So there's actually 5 formulas in there. So there's one for your nervous system and your glandular system, reproductive system. That's PA in Canada, Primegain in the US. LS is for your circulatory system, LifeStream in the US, LS in Canada. Conco is for your respiratory, for your mucous membranes. AD, or Assimilate in the US, is for your digestive system, to support and build your digestive system. And Alpha 20 is for your immune system. So these are all foods, and they all come as one, if you wish, called Quinary, which comes in liquid or powder also. That is a really kind of famous product for Sunrider. Everybody loves it, and it's very beneficial in so many ways. And Evergreen is another great balancing product. It's a very concentrated chlorophyll, and that really helps in so many ways with iron, but not from an isolate, iron from actually foods. It helps your red blood cells uptake oxygen better, so it helps you age better. There's a lot of benefits to that, and I have 1/3 of a vial every day. I have for like 20 years. Vitadophilus. Vitadophilus is a Freinibacteria product, acidophilus. It's called Vitadophilus, and it's coated with an apopectin, and apopectin won't break down your stomach acid, so the Freinibacteria gets through to your large intestines and small intestine where it belongs, which is more of an alkaline environment. So it doesn't get killed off in your stomach acid. And it's some great strains. You really notice a difference when you have Vitadophilus, how much more, how better your digestive system works. You don't have as much gas and bloating and several things. So those are all great balancing products for Sunrider. Now, I find, and everybody finds today, that so many people suffer from stress and anxiety. So right from the beginning times of Sunrider, when I joined back in 1985, shortly after that, I believe, Dr. Chin developed Top, Ease, and Joy. And Top is a food for it helps you stay sharper and more focused. And Ease relaxes you. And Joy, it lifts your mood. And so I call them, I just kind of call these 3 products laser beam thinking, because when you're taking them, you can focus so much better for whether I'm public speaking or working on income tax or whatever it is. They're just amazing products. Again, no stimulants, and they really do help people be happier, more focused, and more relaxed. They're really life-changing. So Top, Ease, and Joy are for that. And again, the balance, the basic foods of balancing with Quinary, nourishing with New Plus, and using the beverages, that alone makes a huge difference to your stress, and it can really help. And also, I forgot to mention, we use Sun Nectar and Sunnydew for sweetening, which is chrysanthemum flower and stevia. And the way Dr. Chin processes them, they're still in a whole food, so they're not preserved, and they're in their whole food form. And so they're very beneficial to your blood sugar. So if you have a few drops, it gives you about 4 hours of blood sugar. It really makes a difference to your sugar cravings, and your brain runs on glucose. So it gives you a nice steady flow of that. So they can really make a difference to how you feel and how level you feel. So again, we got cleansing foods, nourishing foods, balancing foods. We balance our blood sugars with Sunny Dew or Sun Nectar in the US. And in Canada, we call these same two products, the clear version is Sun Care Plus and the dark version is Sun Care. And in Canada, they're called skincare items, but everywhere in the world pretty well, they're dietary supplements or natural fruit concentrate. This is something we deal with our Canadian healthcare system. So, or Health Canada is what I should say. Now, so those are some of those foods. So what about fat management? Everybody, not everybody, so many people are trying to stay slim and trim, and for good reason. And so we have some great products for that. Again, the basic foods will make a big difference with that. That alone may be all a person needs. But if you want to pick that up a little bit, the first one I'll talk about is VitaTaste. VitaTaste is this really cool product that it actually tricks the body into thinking it just got saturated in sugar. And now, of course, it's not sugar, it has nothing to do with that. How it works is if you had a piece of chocolate and then you had a piece of orange, the orange would be sour. So your body, after it gets a jolt of sugar, it starts to block sugar. It's a protective mechanism it has. And it works the same internally. So when you have VitaTaste, a couple of capsules of VitaTaste, 3 capsules, there's actually some of the same ingredients in here as in New Plus, right there. And it starts to block sugar. So you start not absorbing as much sugar from your food that you would. And especially if you're gonna have something sweet or, you know, something that converts to sugar like wine or something like that. So VitaTaste, having some of that before a meal can make a big difference to sugars, because a lot of the excess sugar will be converted to calories, to fat. So that's VitaTaste. That can really help. Another product we have is Metashaper. And Metashaper is the highest antioxidant product we have. And antioxidants help the body block cortisol, which is the stress hormone. So from stressful lives, our body produces cortisol. Cortisol tends to turn to fat or causes the storing of fat in our midsection. And so Metashaper can help with that. And as it turns out, because of the way cortisol works, it creates inflammation in the body. So in a sense, the Metashaper can help block that, so it can help reduce the inflammation in your body, and that can affect you in many different areas. Another product is Suntrim Plus. Suntrim Plus is a fabulous product. I love taking 3 capsules in the morning because it makes me so satisfied, and it helps me make better use of the food I do eat. Instead of storing it as fat, I burn it off as energy instead. And it slightly tightens the stomach, so it makes you not want as much food. So I really find I love the Suntrim Plus, even just once a day. But some people need it more than once a day. And usually, 15 minutes, half an hour before a meal is ideal. And the other one here is a brand new product. I just started using it, and we all have that little area in our body which, I wish I could burn more fat there. And Action Cap Fit, when the Chins released this product, they were just beaming with energy, with excitement, because they figured out a way of getting the bodies to burn fat while it sleeps. And that's getting the brown fat to burn the white fat. And so this formula helps people do that. I couldn't make it to the convention in 2018, but several of my consumers and business people were down there, and they brought some of this product home, and they were all trying it, and they were like, I lost 3 dress sizes, and I lost 3 pant sizes and all that. And they said, and I didn't change anything other than eat 3 of these capsules 3 times a day. Kind of warms the body up. So these are really popular. So I finally got some here just a few days ago, and I'm trying them. And I noticed that anywhere I have fat, like back in here, those areas are warm, and there seems to be something going on there. So I'm pretty excited about that. So that's fat management. And then we have our Fitness Brigade, which comes with 6 CDs, or DVDs I should say, and a whole manual, a diet plan for you. They are great. So I really, really love these. They're low impact, and there's a different version for several different types, whether you're really active or whether you're just starting out or whether you're very inflexible. There's something for you, and they're developed right by Dr. Ruben Chin, which is one of the 5 children of Sunrider. And that's his specialty. He specializes in sports injuries. The sports foods. We've got several sports foods, and again, they're all kind of interrelated, right? With the New Plus and the VitaShake and the Protein Plus for the extra protein. But a product I wanted to mention is MetaBooster. MetaBooster really helps the body have more energy, and it helps the body produce more muscle as it ages. We start losing our ability to produce growth hormone, and so they help in energy and repair and in muscle development and even detoxifying the body. So I just really notice energy. If I take 3 capsules in the morning, I notice in the evening, I've still got great energy. And that's where I really gauge it, is I take them in the morning and I got great energy in the evening. If I'm really busy and active, I'll take more per day. So I really like those. Sport Caps, they are a formula that was developed to lubricate tendons and joints. And so many of my consumers, when they're themselves or one of their children's been injured playing hockey or something, first thing they do, get them on 3 to 5 Sport Caps 2 or 3 times a day. It just helps repair the soft tissue in the body and protein so much faster. So I love, I went on and off Sport Caps for years and years. I kept testing it, and I just find that 3 Sport Caps a day just helps you keep the muscle that you have. And I know it sounds a little bit like what I just mentioned about MetaBooster, but that's more of an energy product, where Sport Caps are really for supporting tendons, joints, and helping you keep the muscle you have. When Chin released them, he said, Sport Caps are one of the youth formulas because it helps you keep the muscle that you have. So anyways, and again, with Sunrider, you just experiment and you go, I noticed this with this and I noticed that with that. And that's what I've done all these years until you find your plan. Sunrise is a product that I really like also. I don't necessarily take it every day, but Sunrise works in several ways. When it was developed a decade or more ago, we thought that it was for endurance runners, like people who do, triathlons, things like that. Because when you're exhausted and depleted, it'll really bring you back to center and really replenish you. So it's good for adrenals, and it's also, but it's just good for energy. And so my partner, she's very, her job is very, it takes a lot of mental energy for her. And, she's tired after a long day's work. And sometimes we'll just share a Sunrise. That's how concentrated these foods are. And she goes, there's just something about Sunrise that just really re-energizes me and just makes me so satisfied. It takes away my fatigue. It also helps elasticity in your muscles. So it's very good for tendons and muscles for elasticity. And years ago, as a little joke, Dr. Chin winked at us and said, so Sunrise is good for sunrise, but it's also good for sundown. And he winked. So anyways, you can kind of work with that. Now, the other product that I'll mention from the sports program is Electrosport. And it's kind of sounds like its name. It's very high in electrolytes. So it's great. I tell you, if you have some Electrosport, half a vial in water, you will feel electrified. You get great energy from it. But it was, a lot of people sweat a lot, and they sweat out a lot of electrolytes. And so Electrosport is very good for them just to have some in their water. And the Fortune Delight I mentioned earlier also has electrolytes, but there's no added electrolytes, where this is the main purpose of this product, Electrosport, is electrolytes. So that's the sports program. So we're starting to work through to the other end. So what about personal care? Sunrider's got a lot of personal care. I've only just putting out a few products here, but the liquid soap is a pH balanced product. It won't strip your acid mantle. You won't feel dry when you use it. It's hard to use anything else. I take it with me when I travel or whatever because I just love the liquid soap. I don't want dry, skin. And most soaps, if you wash with them a few times, your skin's all dry. And liquid soap doesn't do that. And then the hand and body lotion, Again, it's a water-based product. It's not greasy, but it's very hydrating. I love the hand and body lotion. For years, that was my complete skincare program. Liquid soap, hand and body lotion, everywhere, on my face, everywhere. Now I use some of the skincare. Toothpaste is another great product. Toothpaste doesn't have fluoride in it. It's got enzymes from pineapple that helps eat up the bacteria in your mouth for up to 8 hours after you brush your teeth. It's an amazing product. It cleans, it breaks down plaque. It oxidizes the stains out of your teeth. And we have a whitening gel, which is one step up for that, for whitening. Again, it's foods that oxidize bacteria and stains out. I even use the whitening gel if I happen to get a bit of blood on a shirt or something like that, it'll oxidize that out. Sunbreeze is a fabulous product. Sunbreeze oil, it's very concentrated. You don't want to get this in your eyes, but it's you can put some on your tongue, you can put it on your temples. If you're tired, if you get a headache, you know, back of your neck, it wakes you right up, some under your nose. And if you ever injure yourself, like just rub it on there. It's really beneficial. You'll really love it. Every hockey bag should have a Sunbreeze in it. Your vehicle, you know, when our kids were little, we never left home without a Sunbreeze because you knew somebody was going to get a scraped knee or something. So Sunbreeze is amazing. I hurt myself last winter. I went up falling out of a truck when I was unloading my snowblower. And there was at times and I tore muscle and I was in so much pain. And I would just rub a bunch of Sunbreeze on my ribs. And it was amazing how deep it goes to help take that pain away. So that is a fabulous product. And skincare. And so I only have just a touch of our skincare out here because we have some really amazing advanced skincare and then basic skincare. But if a person started off with the liquid soap, let's say for a man who is cleansing his skin, for a woman, if you're using the gentle cleanser, and then you balanced your pH with astringent or balancing splash. Astringent is more for oily skin, so I use astringent. So most men use astringent. Balancing splash is for more lighter skin, regular skin, and so they'll balance their pH and hydrate with that and kill bacteria, and then just put some deep moisture lotion on. If that's all they ever did, they would love it. And they just notice such a difference with the quality of Sunrider. Now there's a deep moisture lotion, which is called Oil-In Deep Moisture Lotion for more drier climates. And then there's a whole high performance line for, of course, for eye cream and for regenerating damaged skin from sun or from age. And there's just so many things, but this is just a great place to start. Another product line is our household line. So Super Clean comes in household and laundry. When this product first came out 15 years ago or so, first thing I did is I cut up a bunch of strips of paper, or cloth I should say, and I put Jiffy marker and mustard and grease and a lot of different stains on strips, and then I ran them through different types of cleaners. So I wanted to see how good actually is it. And it cleaned really good. And there's other detergents that I'd found had cleaned okay, right? So it was good, maybe whitened a little bit better. But the thing that I was super impressed with is how it kills bacteria and takes oils out of your clothes. So you get that old stinky beach shirt that you've sweated in and used suntan lotion on and whatnot, and you can just never get those clean, but you run that through Super Clean and it was clean and it took the smell off. So all bacteria was gone and oiliness was gone, if that makes sense. So I really learned to love Super Clean for many reasons, and the household cleaner too, using it on hardwood floors and everything. It's all I ever use. I wash my Harley in it and it just shines like it's brand new. It's amazing how actually great it works. So I love the Super Clean. It's very safe. And the other product in this line is one of the other products is Fruit and Vegetable Rinse. Fruit and Vegetable Rinse is this really cool product. And I use it because for several reasons. It kills bacteria for one. So I'll put a little squirt in a stinky garbage can with a wet cloth or just wipe it out and it smells like plastic. It totally kills bacteria. Years ago, one of my distributors, they had a carton of milk spill in the trunk. And in the summertime, it was just wild, the smell, no matter what they cleaned that with. And I was like, you gotta clean it with super clean and fruit and vegetable rinse, and it killed all the bacteria, and then it totally took that smell away. So I love this product for a whole bunch of things. It also neutralizes chemicals. So if you get gas on your hands, or if I'm doing something around the yard or whatever, I can clean my hands and my equipment with a bit of fruit and vegetable rinse. So I love it for that, and for taking anything that stinks. If I got stinky running shoes or whatever, everything, they go through the wash. I wash my running shoes, and a lot of people have never done that, but I do. And I put fruit and vegetable rinse and super clean, totally kills bacteria. So I use it for a whole bunch of things. And of course, its purpose is fruit and vegetable rinse. And I have this really cool demo that I'm going to show you on this product. Okay, so I'm going to take 5 milliliters of fruit and vegetable rinse and stick it in one side. These are just fresh water. 5 milliliters is the inside of a capful, or you can just give it a squirt. So I'm just going to go like that. And then I'm going to take this head of broccoli, which I split in half, and I'm going to put this in this side here and just let it sit. And this is just going into the fresh water. And we're going to let these sit for 5 minutes. All right, so they've been sitting here for maybe 4 or 5 minutes. So if you can see now, the one that's been in the fruit and vegetable rinse is a beautiful dark green. And the other side has still got that waxy coating on it. And maybe that's not the most impressive, but the thing is if you taste this dark green side, it is really a beautiful, fresh, vibrant taste, where the side with the wax and the chemicals on it is kind of bitter. It totally changes the flavor. And it does that for all your fruits and vegetables. So it kills bacteria, cuts through the wax, it cuts through mucus, and it neutralizes chemicals and kills bacteria. And it turns back into water in an hour, so we don't even have to rinse these things. And so fruit and vegetable rinses is this really cool product again, and it's just one of our 400 different products. But I just wanted to show you this demo. So thanks a lot for watching this video, and I hope this has helped in some way.